Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Matt Jarbo. This is Three Buck Theater, and this is an interesting topic to cover. I, for one, am a huge critic of Rotten Tomatoes. Not so much the website itself, but the culture that has spawned around Rotten Tomatoes. As if the certified fresh or rotten is now the be all end all of how movies are perceived, right? Or how TV shows are perceived. I mean, look at the numerous articles that have come out about Iron Fist over this last weekend about, oh, the critics on Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 17%, but the fans were like 87%. They really liked it. So there's a lot of things that kind of come in and around Rotten Tomatoes. But Brett Ratner here is no fan either, and he gives this really interesting statement at the the Sun Valley Film Festival, and this is what he says. The worst thing that we have in today's movie culture is Rotten Tomatoes. I think it's a destruction of our business. I have such respect and admiration for film criticism. When I was growing up, film criticism was a real art, and there was intellect that went into that. And you could read Pauline Kael's reviews or some others, and that doesn't exist anymore. Now it's about a number, a compounded number for how many positive versus negatives. Now it's about what's your Rotten Tomatoes score. And that's sad, because the Rotten Tomatoes score was so low on Batman v Superman, I think it put a cloud over a movie that was incredibly successful. People don't realize what goes into making a movie like that. It's mind-blowing. It's just insane. It's hurting the business. It's getting people to not see a movie. In Middle America, it's a low Rotten Tomatoes score, so I'm not going to see it because it must suck. But that number is an aggregate and one that nobody can figure out exactly what it means. And it's not always correct. I've seen some great movies with really abysmal Rotten Tomatoes scores. What's sad is film criticism has disappeared. It's really sad. Now, here's the thing. He's not wrong on any of that. And me agreeing with Brett Ratner on something is definitely not something I do all the time, but he's not wrong. This is exactly why I've been arguing against Rotten Tomatoes for the longest time. And I'll give you a prime example of this. Last summer, Ghostbusters came out. Did you watch it? Did you fucking like it? Or were you like me and you were like, oh God, oh God. Oh God, there's a queef joke in the first 15 minutes. What the fuck? Right? Just a horrible fucking movie. Had like a 60 some, it was certified fresh, right? And it was really funny if you look at it too, because Rotten Tomatoes, I think, really gamed the system in favor of it, but it was certified fresh. I think it was like 73% with the top critics or whatever, but the fans just tore it to shit. It's one of the reasons why I don't trust aggregate sites. I don't trust Metacritic. I don't trust Rotten Tomatoes as the be all end all. I look at it like it is a very standalone thing. I look at it like it's very much an idea of what to expect versus the definitive measurement of that particular product, right? Because here's the thing, is Iron Fist 17% Rotten Tomatoes score. I've personally fucking loved the shit out of it, right? Batman v Superman, low ass score. Was an enjoyable movie. The extended cut was way better. I don't know if that has been explained on there. Like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is sitting at 44% right now. And I'm pretty sure I'm going to enjoy the shit out of that when I see it tomorrow. The point is, it's like people like, I'm reading the article I'm pulling from is Slash Film, and they're like, oh, does it destroy Hollywood movie business as he suggests? And they're like, of course it doesn't. It kind of does, actually. And that's the other side of this too. Because the article goes on to kind of attack, Ratner's movies for their Metacritic score and frame the argument as him being upset at Rotten Tomatoes and Metacritic sites because they rated it low. But that's not what he's saying. He's not directly referencing himself. He is literally saying that it's the middle America, people view a number. And that is one of the reasons why I do not like the technical scores that we get for these kind of products. I don't like the 5-star rating. I don't like the 1 through 10 rating. I don't like any of those metrics because I don't feel that they aptly apply. Like when it comes to video games, I think we should rate based on a monetary scale versus like a 1 out of 10 or a 1 out of 5. And the reason why is because then it gives you people an idea of how much enjoyment they're going to get for their money. Movies are a little bit harder metric to do in that particular regard. My personal thing for that would be what Netflix is doing, the thumbs up or thumbs down, because that's really what people care about, is the thumbs up and thumbs down. The best thing that people care for when it comes to Rotten Tomatoes, I think, is getting a summary, which is one of the reasons why I'll do a video series where I look at the summaries of movies on Rotten Tomatoes. But what do you guys think about this? Do you think that Brett Ratner has a point? Do you think that Rotten Tomatoes is good? Where do you stand on these things? These are, and here's a question. If it was another director, a more qualified or popular director than Brett Ratner, would you view what he said any differently if you're dismissing it? I mean, that's an honest question. I'm curious to see your guys' comments. Go ahead and leave them below. My name is, of course, Matt Jarbo. This has been 3 Buck Theater. I will talk to you guys later. If you haven't already, please thumbs up the video, subscribe to the channel, definitely comment, and check back often for more movie news and commentary from me. All right, guys, see you later. Have a great day. Peace out.